Hello, good morning, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name's Hannah. I make a lot of book content for the internet. It is currently a Saturday in the beginning slash middle of July. I know we're already at summer. Where did the time go? So I've got some things I have to do this weekend, so I figured I'd take you all along with me and sort of provide an update on reading and just doing a reset because I've had quite the busy June and frankly a really busy week, so I'm just going to use this weekend to reset, recalibrate, get some errands done, and all that fun jazz. To kick things off, let me give you a quick update of what I'm reading and what I've skimmed past and trying to struggle through. So, what I'm currently reading right now is Joyland by Stephen King. So this is kind of like a coming of age mystery horror novel. It's part of the hard case crime novel series by different authors. It's just a little kind of like a bunch of like hard boiled mystery little penny dreadfuls, and Stephen King wrote this one about a young college kid who goes to work at a kind of like a Six Flags-esque theme park for his summer, and he's trying to solve the mystery of this girl who died or was murdered in one of the park rides. So he's trying to figure that out, and he's making friends along the way and just trying to get through his life. I don't really know if I like him as a character so far, but I like the camaraderie with his friends and his fellow crew members at this park, and I like the setting of it. So if you remember some of my previous videos from a few years ago, I was doing the Disney College program, unfortunately right before the pandemic hit, so I never really got to fully complete my program, but I was part of the Disney cast and working food and beverage inside the Grand Floridian, which was fantastic. I loved it. And for a little bit during college, I worked at a theme park nearby where I went to school in Virginia called King's Dominion. It's kind of like this Six Flags-ish park where it's a lot more like carnival games and coasters and little like haunted house stuff. So it's very much giving me flashbacks to my amusement park days, so I can relate to a lot of what's being talked about in here. So that's been really fun, and it's only my second day of reading this, and I'm already 124 pages into this book, so I'm loving it. It's a pretty short read. It's like less than 300 pages, so I'm liking it a lot. Again, I need to warm up to the main character, Devin, but that's another complaint for another time, so I'm still going on with that. And then I did try to read Tell Her Small Fortunes by Julie Leong, which is like a cozy fantasy kind of D&D low stakes story. I have been trying. I think I'm like 63 pages into it, but I'm not feeling it. And it sucks because I liked other little cozy fantasy stories like Legends and Lattes and, oh gosh, what else? Yeah, I love the Legends and Lattes series, and I don't know why the Tell Her Small Fortunes is not clicking for me. I don't get it because it should sound up my alley. Maybe it's just because I don't like the writing, or I don't know. I put it on pause for right now, or softy and effing it. I'm going to see if I can try to come back to it in maybe like a week or two. Because that's kind of what I ended up having to do with Meg Schaefer's The Wishing Game last year. I read that book during one of my summer vacations, and I was struggling to get through that one. I think I had to take a pause on that and then eventually pick it back up during my vacation. But that may just be what I end up having to do with Tell Her Small Fortunes, is to just take a break, see where I'm feeling, and if I'm not enjoying it, we're cutting it. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And again, I feel awful. But it's just, if I'm not clicking with it, I'm not clicking with it. I'm not going to force myself to read something and struggle through it and give it a bad rating just because I wasn't in the right space for it. Because that's what ended up happening with Green Teeth, was that I wasn't 100% feeling it and I forced myself to read it. So we shall see. We'll give it its chance, but right now I'm going to be focusing on Joyland. So that's, long story short, that's what I'm reading right now. So what do I have to do today? I need to go out and do a little shopping, maybe see what I could try to find for Halloween decor, even though I already got a bunch last year, as you probably watch in one of my videos where I did my little Halloween haul for the summer. So I've already got enough. I'm just sort of seeing, like, if I need to add little bits and pieces. Like, I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm just gonna probably window shop and peruse around to see what's available. But really what I need to go out and do today is see if I can get some shorts, like, kind of like camping shorts, because I'm going on a trip to Sweden in a couple of weeks, and I think one of my family members got me some shorts from Bass Pro Shop for my birthday, which unfortunately just didn't fit right. So I have a store credit to go in and basically use the money from the returned items to go pick out new stuff. So that's on my agenda today, is to go test out some new shorts and see what actually works for me and use that. And then, like I said, Halloween shopping if I can, or just window shop, get ideas, and then work with what I already have. Maybe try to also get some storage bins at some point. I don't know, because I know my clothes in my drawer are getting pretty full, so I need to reorganize that, but that might be tomorrow's task. But today, yeah, look around, shop, try out new clothes, and then I need to do some cat sitting tonight because my parents are going to be going away for the night and they need someone to watch the girls. So I've got to go over to their place and just stick with the girls for the night and probably just take some time to go into their pool, read more of this book, maybe watch a movie. So I'll figure that out as time goes on and we shall go from there. But for right now, I'm going to get myself ready to head out the door. I think I might go pick up some breakfast along the way, or maybe just go into like a First Watch or a Skillets or something to get some food in my stomach. So well, that's my plan, and there we go. Hello again, good afternoon. I swear this is a later time of the day, but I just got back from doing my errands and I have packed my overnight bag, as you could tell from behind me. So I'm about to get ready to go out the door in a couple minutes and get myself some dinner and then head over to my folks' place. But I figured since I have a little bit of time before I go over that I could show you what I procured today. So first things first, I visited Bass Pro Shop like I stated earlier, and I didn't really find a lot of shorts, but I did get this really cute blue and silver-ish short and top set. So these are what the shorts look like. Super cute. And then the top that goes with it. So I really like this a lot. I think it's super adorable. So I'm going to pack that on my trip with me, or probably just wear it out about when the time comes. And then, as you saw, I got myself some Black Rifle coffee. I like their Fit Fuel version of the coffee because I know I'm running low. And like I said, I really like this version of Black Rifle. So That's what I procured at Bass Pro Shop. And then I didn't really find many Halloween items when I was out and about, but at HomeSense I ended up getting this really cute little ghost print with a candle, and I really liked it a lot, and this is probably going to go up somewhere in my living room area. Probably going to take down the little Van Gogh-ish painting that I have up by my television and put this up for Halloween. So that's going to be very cute. So that's what I ended up securing today. And then, as you probably saw, I got some coffee at Caddyshack Cafe, which is like a little like cat cafe that's local to the area, and got to watch a little bit of the kitties running around and interacting with folks, and also provided some AC, so that was very nice. And I just kept bopping around, didn't really find much, but I just window shopped, got some ideas for future Christmas items. So yeah, that was my day so far. So like I said, I'm about to get myself packed up and ready to go over to the house, so that way I can just cat sit for the night and stay over with the girls. And then I'll probably leave first thing in the morning. But I'm probably gonna get some food for myself because I am getting a little bit hungry, and I figured I'll probably just get a quick dinner, eat it over there, and then probably just get some items for breakfast in the morning. And I'll eat over there, or I can probably just come back and eat here in the morning after I'm done. So, okay, that's my plans. I'll check back in with y'all later. Alright, hello again, happy Sunday. So I just made it back home like probably maybe an hour and a half ago. I just came back, got some breakfast for myself, and then I've been starting to work on some laundry. And I have also been still reading Joyland by Stephen King, so I'm probably about like 170 something pages into the book so far. So it still is getting very good. I just don't know if I like the whole drawn out coming of age element of it. I think I just want more horror thriller, which is what I was expecting. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. Hoping to get this finished up within the next couple of days. So that is my plan for that book. And then I completely forgot to mention this yesterday, but I've also been listening to the audiobook of Eruption by Michael Crichton and James Patterson. So that was included on my summer TBR. So I found an audiobook version of it, and I've been listening to it for the past couple of days. I'm probably about like maybe 2 hours into it so far. And I've been reading it for about like a week. Yeah, I don't know if I'm digging the audiobook, but honestly, if I'm not a fan, then I might just switch back to read over the physical book. Maybe. Who knows? Fingers crossed. We shall find out, but I'm hoping to continue more of that this afternoon. So what have I got to get done? I've got to get some chores done around the house. Like I said, I'm working on some laundry right now, and then I'm going to work on dishes in a little... I'm going to work on dishes in a little bit, but I'm just going to see what else needs tidying up. So I'm probably going to listen to more of Eruption while I'm cleaning. So that's where I'm at right now. Okay, I will full-heartedly confess, I have not really done much this afternoon. I've mostly just been on my phone, and yeah, I'm still trying to work my way through Eruption right now. And I think I maybe probably got like 20 minutes more into that. Yeah, no, but I've just been doom scrolling a lot more on social media than I should have. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I know in a couple hours I want to go back over to my folks' place because I'm going to have dinner with them and my sister, and we're going to enjoy some kind of chicken dish. I don't know what yet, but that is at least the plan for this evening. But yeah, I just want to provide a quick update on that, and hopefully we find a good movie to watch, if we are going to watch a movie, or maybe like an episode of something, I don't know. But one other thing, I did want to talk to you guys real quick. So I watched 2 movies last night. So I ended up watching Fear Street Prom Queen, the new movie in the Fear Street movies for Netflix, and then It's What's Inside, which I think came out last year. It's like a psychological sci-fi thriller thing-ish. Okay, yeah. Anyway, so Fear Street Prom Queen, that contrary to popular opinion, I actually enjoyed the movie. Quick little context, Prom Queen is separate from the main original trilogy that came out, like, back in 2021. So, kind of like a separate story, standalone together. But I know people were not really happy with the execution of Prom Queen. So I didn't really know what to expect going into watching that movie. And I think I just really kind of went more with an open mind because I knew it was getting panned. But I actually had a good time. I mean, it was cheesy and a little predictable at times, but I think it did a good job for what it set out to do, which was to be an homage to an 80s slasher revolving around a prom night. So it did its job. I was entertained. I had a good time, and I'll leave it there. And then as for It's What's Inside, I think the beginning I was struggling to get into, but the ending really hooked me. It's twisty and definitely very original, but again, I just don't know where I fully 100% stand on the movie right now, so hopefully I'll form an opinion, a final opinion on that at a later time. But yeah, that's what I ended up watching last night. So, like I said, I might see if I could go over to my folks' place early, maybe just chill out there, bring my books with me, and figure out stuff from there. But in the meantime, I'm gonna see if I could try to do a little bit more tidying up, maybe try to get a little bit more of my audiobook read before I go over. But we shall see from there.